Okay, real world writers, let's roll. Hopefully you finished all your craps, which means you've got at least 5 strong sources, which is the bare minimum I will accept. Let me just remind you, craps are you're showing that you can assess strong sources. It's not your research, it's not your paper. Most of that won't go directly in your paper, but you will use the sources and the information found in the sources in the paper. Now we're moving on to theses or theses. So, what is a thesis statement? Take a few seconds, pause this video, think about that question. I hope most of you came up with the same basic idea. It's the central argument in an essay, paper, whatever. A thesis statement directly answers your research question. It previews the entire paper and it centers the writer. Okay, hopefully you know that. Now, further semi-rules. A thesis statement is usually one sentence, is usually the final sentence or near the final sentence of your intro paragraph, and is always written in formal writing. Okay, that all holds true whether you're writing a 5-paragraph essay or a 10-page paper. And here's the thing. The standard 5-paragraph essay thesis statement looks something like this. Handwriting has changed over time due to the technology that has been available, the need to communicate in the cultures that have existed. When you see this, you know that the technology that has been available will be body paragraph 1, the need to communicate will be body paragraph 2, and the cultures that existed will be body paragraph 3. But what happens when you're writing more than 5 paragraphs and when your question's a lot more complex, as in, what is the history of handwriting? What is its respective future? And does it still have a place in our culture? In that sort of situation, a thesis statement changes a little. And your answer might be something like, handwriting dates back to the Sumerian culture and has undergone many shifts and adjustments in its time, but it will continue to remain a viable part of human culture, though it may take different forms and be written on different media. Now, that thesis statement still answers the prompt, previews the entire paper, centers the writing, it's written entirely in formal writing, and it's still one sentence. It's still true. Here's another example written by a former student. What is body shaming and why is body shaming socially acceptable? Body shaming is the act of humiliating somebody by making mocking or critical comments about their body shape, size, and the patriarchal society that fosters body shaming allows it and has allowed it to continue through the generations. So, that's a thesis statement. Your job is to go to the Jupyter spreadsheet. By the way, if you want more exemplar theses, go to the Jupyter spreadsheet, look at the top. They all directly answer their research question and they're written by students. I will also note, if you are more comfortable with a standard 5-paragraph essay thesis that you're used to, then begin with that. And we will work to move away from that. But it's a starting place and that's fine. And also remember that your thesis statement, like your research question, can change over the course of your work. The only thing at this point that is locked in place is the subject. Everything else can change. So your job, once you've not necessarily finished your research, but got enough to get started, go to the Jupyter spreadsheet, found under period 1, Jupyter spreadsheet. In column D is a thesis statement, which should directly answer your research question and will be approved by me. If I don't approve of it, I will email you and we will clean it up. And that is your job. So at the end of this week, one thing that is due is the thesis statement, one sentence, put it on the spreadsheet, and we'll work on it. Thank you.